Dumb, cool,
weird
podcast. There are some really bizarre fetishes though that people
Really?
like.
Scat?
I mean, scat is one of them. They call it the little space. It's where people pretend to be adult babies.
Yeah, that one's like pedophilia with extra steps.
Yeah. I mean, I don't judge them. I mean,
I'm
they're
not
they're
judging, but,
they're adults. They can kind of do whatever they want. But
it's kind of weird.
it's not something I would do.
I think that like I said, there's certain things you probably just should not engage in, and that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I feel you.
So like I said, I'm not much of a kink shamer.
But a lot of people feel that way about that kink, though. I've met a
Yeah.
lot of people that just see it and they're like, But I've also done other stuff. I've done like knife play, where a girl takes like a knife and like cuts my back up and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Doesn't really leave any long-lasting scars because they don't like go super deep with the knife.
It's a very interesting thing, though.
Absolutely.
Then again, I've heard the same thing with guns. Like people like to have like the sort of danger of a gun pointed at their head.
It's actually, I think most of the time it's a good outlet for your trauma. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard situations where that's actually been beneficial.
Absolutely, it can definitely help. It can definitely help out. You know.
Yeah.
So makes me laugh pretty hard.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Absolutely.
At least it is a consenting thing between adults. There's no problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
But other than that, it's like I've never really dived into too much of it until I believe it or not, it's like when I got into the military.
Yeah.
It's where I started like kind of discovering myself a little more.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then there's a whole, another really interesting fetish is this thing called financial domination.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
And men mostly engage in that, and they really like it. A lot of men really like that fetish. They also like to combine that with humiliation and degradation, and they also like to combine like blackmail with that too. And I think it kind of gives them like a little bit of a rush. It's very common with men over the age of 40, because
I could definitely see it with a bunch of CEOs.
Yeah, they're married. They don't want their wife, their kids, their family, their work life to figure out about this. So they'll get these women to like blackmail them into like doing these things for them, and it's pretty popular.
Makes sense.
And it's most of the time it's these mega rich guys, that are really into it.
To be fair though, I don't think you can get away with that kind of stuff unless you're like really rich, because at that point, it's like if you're like doing a couple $1,000s here and there, that's barely a dent in your annual income.
Yeah, they could probably do tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah,
not even feel it ever. It's
like taking a piece of wax, like getting waxed, that quick sort of burn. That's like, ooh, that sucks. I just spent $10,000 because I've been blackmailed. But
to them, it's like nothing. It's like Bill Gates could engage in that, and he would never even know.
What if that is what Bill Gates does?
Oh, that'd be pretty crazy. Bill Gates, if you're listening to the podcast, do you engage in blackmail fetish?
Shoot, I mean, he and his wife were engaged. She knew that he was fucking somebody else the whole time. It's kind of like one of those things where they're like, well, you're rich and successful, so I guess you can go and fuck so and so.
Go fuck so and so.
So technically, would that be like the cuck queen fetish?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Bill Gates is playing making some baller moves out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got to imagine that a lot of these old white rich guys just engage in some really wacky ass fetishes, man.
Yeah.
Like I bet Warren Buffett's over there like licking some hot girl's feet while he's like giving her money at the same time.
I'd like to think that Jeff Bezos likes getting pegged.
He looks like that kind of guy, doesn't he?
Like, but to add insult to injury, because he's bald, like, because no one could pull on his hair, she puts like a plunger on the back of his head and like pulls on it.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get all those things for free, man.
Well, yeah,
that's funny. I always tell people all the time, like, I know so many guys that talk about how they have to pay to get women to do these things to them, and I'm like, I get it for free all the time.
I mean, it's kind of like I made the joke one time where I was like, It's like technically when you're married, you know, you can engage in any kind of weird shit you want as long as it's with that other person. It's like, and you kind of get like all the things you ever wanted. Like eventually you're gonna get a MILF, you're gonna get a BBW, you're gonna get a fit chick, and shit. If you and your wife love steroids, you can get into bodybuilding shit.
Thanks for checking out the Dumb Cool Weird podcast. Go to our website, www.dumbcoolweird.com, to check out our merch and all our social media links. If you want to check out how to support us and our audio podcasts only, and an access to our website and all of our other links for our social media, go to linktree.com, which has Dumb Cool Weird podcast. The link is up below. Hope you guys will check us out. We have new content coming out every single Monday. We have new content coming out every single day. Check it for 9 a.m. Clips, reactions, whatever. We got it coming for you. Hope you come out, check it out. Stay sexy, Atlanta, and keep watching our crap.